Hey everybody, I'm Katie Evans. I'm the owner and lead agent of the Living 48 real estate team, and I'm super glad to have you here on this video with me. We're doing a little bit of a Let's Get Personal video series here with you, and I get asked all the time, like, why did you pick real estate? What got you here? What's your story? That kind of stuff. And so we thought it'd be really fun to just share with you a little bit about like how I got here, what the story leading up to me getting into real estate was. So I'm gonna try and do the really quick version, the short version of this story. But it's kind of a fun story, I think. So my degree actually is in early childhood education and family science. I graduated a long time ago, and it was a teacher of all the little people, the very little people, until we had our first daughter, Caitlin, our only daughter, Caitlin, and I decided I really wanted to be a little bit more present, a little bit more with her. About that same time, my husband came to me and said, "Hey, I'd really like to start this business. Let's do this together." And I was like, "Absolutely, let's do it." So we started a company together. I kind of ran the office, and we had some partners, and we all worked together, and it was a great experience. But after we'd been doing it for quite some time, and about the time our daughter was in junior high, I was bored. I was so bored, you guys. I was really bored. And I just really felt like we could hire somebody else to do what I was doing, and I wanted a new and a different challenge. So we kind of worked at that. We hired somebody to take my place. And I actually went back to substitute teaching to see if that I wanted to get back into a classroom. Long story short, I did not. I decided I really didn't. I love teaching and I love children, but there's a lot about education I was not super excited about at that point. So I went back to my husband. I made this big old long list of like, what do I want out of a career? What do I want, my lifestyle to look like, all that kind of stuff. And I had a very obvious answer. And I went back to my husband. I said, "Jason, this is what I want to be when I grow up. And this is what I got to do to get there." And he said, because he loves me so much, "Katie, have you met you?" He goes, "You would not enjoy that career at all." And so he made me stop and kind of rethink myself a little bit. And because he loves me and because he knows me so well, the truth is he was right. It was probably not have been a very good fit for me emotionally. So back to the drawing board. Everything on my list was still super important to me. And because in our previous company, or the company that we still owned at the time, we were in and out of high-end luxury and custom homes like all the time, I really have always been drawn to homes and housing. And so real estate was sort of in the back of my head. And I went back to my list, and it was really kind of backdoor on everything. But real estate fit the bill on every single thing that was on that list. Again, sort of not the obvious, but very much. So what was really important to me, because of my background in family science and early childhood education and my experiences in these homes that we had been working in for so long, was really how the home has become the center of the family. Like it's just kind of the pillar of the family, if you will, almost. And the decision of what home that you are in affects every area that affects a family: your financials, your lifestyle, if you have kids, where they go to school, the safety, all of those kind of things that were really important to me kind of played into this. And so, of course, my background in for my education and then this other background kind of led me over to real estate. So I went back to Jason and I said, "Okay, babe, let's try this plan on. This is what I'm thinking. This is how much it would cost for me to get into real estate. I won't really know if I like it until I've done one or two transactions. And at that point, I will have earned back the investment. So if I hate it, it'll be a no harm, no foul. And we can go back to the drawing board. But if I love it, kind of makes a lot more money than a teacher." And so he was actually very much behind it. And I went ahead, I went through school, I got my real estate license, and I have been a licensed real estate professional for over 10 years now. So obviously I love it. But what I really find special about my career, my choice, is that whether you're a family of one or a family of 50, it doesn't matter to me. Your house, your home, the place that you choose to put all your belongings, to put the things that mean the most to you, is probably going to be one of the biggest investments that you're ever going to make into your life, financially and otherwise. And the opportunity to be your guide and help you make those good and best choices for you and your family is a real honor and a real privilege. And so that's kind of how I got into real estate, why I chose to get into real estate, the story behind the story, if you will. I love my career. I love what I have chosen to do. It's hard, it's fulfilling, it's thankless, it's full of gratitude. It's like all the feels. And so it is always my privilege to help my clients, my friends, um, make the best choices around their real estate transactions as we possibly can. If it's to buy a home, if it's to sell a home, if it's to do some financial investing in homes, it's just such a privilege to walk with you guys and be your guide and your help through that major transaction. So you guys, that's kind of my story. That's how I got into real estate. Again, I love it. I find it very fulfilling, and I plan on being here for a long time. So if you guys have any questions or want to know more about the story, or if there's something I didn't answer for you about the story, let me know. I'd love to share it with you. But thanks for watching this video, and I hope you feel like you know me a little bit better. Bye.